I'm Leon Todd for G66. Welcome to another Tuesday Tone Tip. On today's video, we're going to take a look at a pair of drive pedals that complement one another perfectly and allow you to get a wide variety of different tones and textures out of your guitar. I am playing a Fender Strat with some Michael Landau signature pickups by Sir Guitars, and this trick that we're going to look at is inspired by Michael Landau's rig. However, let's just start off on the axe. I'm on the neck pickup of the Strat into the Deluxe Verb Normal. I'm using my usual greenback cab IR. If you wanted something a little more authentic and true to a real world Deluxe, there are some excellent Dynacab options available in the factory cab setup, but I'm just going to roll with that for now. I've got a little bit of this stereo BBD delay set up with a mix very low. I am running it in parallel, so kill dry is on, and a little bit of the large room reverb. Let's just have a listen to all the controls on my guitar up, neck pickup. There's just a little bit of breakup in there, which I personally like. The drive that we're going to pair with this is the Sonic drive. This is a model of the Ibanez or Maxon SD9, the Sonic Distortion. Players like Michael Landau and Scott Henderson are big fans of this pedal. When I was over in New Zealand recently, I caught up with my good friend and amazing guitar player, Warren Mendoza, or Blackstrap Blues, and basically Warren has a real SD9 and a few other pedals on his board, and he kind of showed me how he uses it to get a wide range of different sounds out of it. So this is the setup. We're going to turn the tone all the way down on the Sonic drive. I've got the distortion at 4, the level at 6.5, so like roughly 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock on the dial. Let's just have a listen to what it does on the neck pickup wide open, but then I'm going to go to the bridge pickup and back off my volume and tone control a little bit. This is super cool. It's pretty interesting. It kind of sounds like a fuzz wide open, but it cleans up in a different way. What you're going to do from here is to just increase the tone control when you're in that position of your guitar, bridge pickup, volume down, tone down a little bit. We're going to increase the tone control on the pedal just to the point where we get it, where we like a bit of sparkle. So this is totally to taste. If you like that big fat sound there, go for it. But I'm going to set up my guitar volume at around 6 out of 10. I've rolled off the tone control to a similar amount. Let's hear the clean amp, then with the Sonic drive on, then I'm just going to increase the tone control. That works quite nicely with this guitar and the way I've set the amp tone up in the Axe effects there. It's really cool. It's like a parallel universe version of a fuzz. It still stays nice and smooth, but you get some extra clarity on there, and you can just work your guitar volume control on there to go from lots of sustain to something a bit sweeter on there. And if you're somebody who uses a Strat with 3 single coils, that is a great way to get a super usable fat sound out of your bridge pickup. Now, another trick to go along with this is to use a model of the other green Ibanez or Maxon pedal, the Tube Screamer. So what we're going to do here is place a second drive block up front. I've selected the Valve Screamer VS9. Drive is at minimum. I've turned the level up to a similar amount that it is on the Sonic drive over here. The tone is going to be to taste over here, so I've set it to just over 6 on there. The trick here is if I use the Sonic drive for my kind of big, fat, distorted sound, and then I back the volume control off a lot on it so it cleans up, I can then use this Valve Screamer on top to sort of get in between the full-on guitar wide open sound into the SD9 and the backed off sound. So we've got these 3 different gain stages in there. So what we'll hear is bridge pickup wide open on the Sonic drive, then I'll back my volume control off, then I'll kick the Tube Screamer in. So this kind of thing. That's a pretty awesome pairing like there, and there's a real sweet quality to the sound in there. It is very tube-like. I mean, we could use one of the hundreds of tube amp models in the Axe FX, of course, but sometimes it's nice to roll with these examples inspired by real-world rigs. Another thing you could do is, instead of using the Tube Screamer, is to use an octave fuzz. So let's put the octave distortion in here. And what I'll let you do is I'll just let you hear the octave distortion going into the clean amp. So no Sonic drive in there. I'm going to use the neck pickup, and a fun thing with the octave distortion is if you roll your neck pickup tone control down and play up high, you can really hear the high octaves. It almost kind of sounds like a synthesizer. The octave distortion on its own is pretty cool, but adding this extra thick layer of the SD9 model on there totally takes it over the top. And again, that's into quite a bright, chimey sounding clean amp on there, and we get this like 10,000 ton Strat sound out of it. So I'd highly encourage you, if you're using single coils or you've got a humbucker equipped guitar with a coil tap, try out this combination of blocks using the Sonic drive, set the tone to minimum, turn the distortion down a little bit, the level up, run that into your amp, and then bring the tone control up just to the point where it's nice and bright enough. I think the stock settings, it is a little bit aggressive, so probably anything under about 4 on the tone control is going to work nicely. Then stack another drive into it, either an octave fuzz, you could try a fuzz face or a tone bender model on there, or a Tube Screamer or some kind of derivative on there like a super overdrive, anything that can kind of complement that big fat SD9 sound. We want something more cutting, and that in general works really, really nice with drive pedals. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this combination in the comments section below. Let me know how it works out in your rig, and let me know about any suggestions you would like to see on the channel and the Tuesday Tone Tip series in the future. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next Tuesday Tone Tip.